Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today we're diving into a story so twisted it makes your average revenge flick look like a rom-com. Imagine this. The architect of unimaginable horror, the guy who turned a sleepy Polish barracks into hell on earth, gets his final curtain call right in the middle of his own nightmare factory. Yeah, that's right. Rudolf Höss, the infamous Commandant of Auschwitz, swinging from the gallows he practically built himself. How's that for poetic justice? Stick around, because this tale of vengeful execution is going to hit you like a freight train full of karma. And if you're new here on UK Pancakes, where we flip history's darkest pancakes with a side of sass, hit that subscribe button and smack the notifications bell so you never miss a bite. Let's roll. As World War II sputtered to its bloody close in 1945, the Allies were peeling back the layers of the Nazi onion, and boy, did it make the world cry. Territory after territory fell, and with it came the liberation of concentration camps that exposed the Third Reich's gut-wrenching underbelly. The Red Army, those Soviet steamrollers, stormed into the biggest beast of them all, Auschwitz, on January 27, 1945. Picture this. Over 1 million souls snuffed out within those barbed wire walls, and when the liberators arrived, they found just 7,000 emaciated prisoners clinging to life like ghosts at a bad party. The horrors uncovered there? Mass graves, gas chambers, medical experiments that would make Frankenstein blush. It shocked the globe, cementing Hitler's crew as the gold standard for evil regimes. But hey, in the chaos of victory, justice had a to-do list, and at the top was Rudolf Höss, the longest-serving boss of that death machine. This guy didn't just oversee Auschwitz. He supersized it into a genocide supercenter. And in 1947, inside his former playground of pain, he finally danced the hangman's jig. Justified? You bet your last pancake. It was that let's rewind the tape on this monster's origin story. Because even villains have backstories, and Höss's is a doozy. Born in 1901 in Baden-Baden, Germany. Ironic, right? A place named after baths. And he ends up drowning humanity in blood. Young Rudolf was a strict Catholic kid, but Daddy Dearest, a former soldier, drilled discipline into him like a boot camp from hell. World War I flips the script. Höss joins the army at 16, fights in the Middle East, gets decorated for bravery. Post-war Germany? A mess of inflation and resentment. Perfect soil for Nazis to sprout. In 1922, Höss catches a Hitler speech in Munich. Bam! Hooked like a fish on fascism. He joins a Nazi party, dives headfirst into their thug life. Get this. He's part of a gang that beats a schoolteacher to death just because some bigwig Martin Bormann, wait, the idea says Bowman, but history buffs know it's Bormann, wanted him gone. Höss gets pegged as a ringleader, slaps on a 10-year sentence, but serves only 6. Prison? Just a networking event for future Nazis. Out in 1928, he marries Hedwig Hensel, pops out 5 kids, and settles into farm life. But the call of cruelty was too loud. Enter Heinrich Himmler, the bespectacled butcher who Höss idolized more than Hitler himself. Talk about a man crush gone wrong. April 1st, 1934. Höss joined the SS, the elite squad of sadists. He climbs the ranks in the Death's Head units, those skull-wearing goons who ran the camps. First gig? Dachau in December 1934 as a block leader. Promotion to captain, then adjutant at Sachsenhausen under Theodor Eicke. Wait, the idea mentions Hermann Baranovsky, but that's a typo. It's probably Eicke or someone similar, but we'll roll with the flow. At Sachsenhausen, Höss leads firing squads. Personally pops August Dickmann, the first conscientious objector executed after the war kicks off on September 15, 1939. He even delivers the coup de grace with his pistol, because why not add a personal touch to murder? Then the big leagues. Transferred to Waffen-SS in 1939 after Poland falls. But Höss is too bloodthirsty for front lines. He's recommended for promotion and, on May 1st, 1940, bam, commandant a new camp in western Poland, built on old army barracks, named Auschwitz. Höss wasn't just following orders. He was innovating evil, briefed to make a transit camp for 10,000 prisoners. He thinks bigger. Nah, let's make this a McDonald's of mass murder, efficient, expansive, and soul-crushingly scalable. He turns it into Auschwitz-Birkenau, a sprawling complex on 20,000 acres. WWII, admin hub. Auschwitz II Birkenau, extermination central. Auschwitz III Monowitz, slave labor for IG Farben and other German industrial fat cats. Höss even moves his family into a cozy villa on site. Wife, kids, the works. By day, orchestrating genocide. By night, family dinners. Pass the potatoes, dear, after I gas a few thousand. Sarcasm aside, it's chilling how he compartmentalized carnage like it was just another 9 to 5. June 1941. Secret meeting with Himmler. The final solution's greenlit, and Auschwitz gets a nod for Europe's Jewish extermination hub. Why? Prime rail access and elbow room. Höss, ever the overachiever, tests gassing methods. Started with Soviet POWs in basement bunkers, graduating to Zyklon B in purpose-built chambers. Efficiency was his kink. He wanted to kill faster, cheaper, more. Under his watch, hundreds of thousands perish. Wait, make that millions. Post-arrest, he spills. 250,000 from Upper Silesia, 100,000 from Germany, 95,000 from Holland, 20,000 from Belgium, 110,000 from France, 65,000 from Greece, 400,000 from Hungary, 90,000 from Slovakia. That's 1.13 million in big actions alone. Total? He guesses 2.5 million executed, but scoffs at 3.5 million accusations. Nah, the rest died from disease and starvation. Like that's a flex. Even Auschwitz had limits. He quips. Punchy one-liner alert. The man who built Death's IKEA admits even flat-pack genocide has assembly issues. But hubris bites back. In 1943, Höss gets the boot. Rumors an affair with inmate Eleanor Hodes. Risking his Purarian rep, he bounces to desk jobs, but returns May 8, 1944, for Operation Höss. Ego much? 437,000 Hungarian Jews shipped in, gassed in 56 days. Logistics nightmare. Bodies piled so high, they burn him in open pits. The camp chokes on its own efficiency. Höss wraps his career at Ravensbrück, herding prisoners like cattle to war's end. Höss goes underground. Poses as a gardener named Franz Lang. Nabbed March 11, 1946 by British forces, tries a cyanide pill, but they yank it. Testifies at Nuremberg as a defense witness for Ernst Kaltenbrunner. Spills the 2.5 million figure, casually admitting 70 to 80% of arrivals were doomed on the spot. Handed to Poland for trial. In prison, he pens memoirs, whines about British mistreatment. Oh, the irony. Trial? Cool as a cucumber. Knows the noose awaits. Requests his wedding ring for his wife. Sentimental till the end. Verdict. Death by hanging, April 2nd, 1947, and now, the juicy part, the execution. Ex-prisoners beg, due at Auschwitz. Scheduled for April 14th, postponed to 16th over lynching fears. Gallows built by German POWs, trapdoor special. Höss arrives 8 a.m., sips coffee in his old office like it's a reunion tour. To block 11, the death block. At 10 a.m., let out, hands cuffed, strolls confidently through his former kingdom, up on a stool over the trapdoor. Priest approaches. Prosecutor reads a sentence. Noose on. Höss adjusted himself, like fixing a tie. Hangman yanks the stool. Body drops at 10:08 a.m. Priest prays. Doc pronounces death at 10:21. Cremated. Ashes scattered. Poof. Gone 0.4 days prior. Höss scribbles. As Commandant, I carried out the Third Reich's cruel plan for human destruction. Understatement of the century. He expanded Auschwitz into history's blackest stain, a cruel innovator whose legacy screams evil. But in that same spot, justice swung back. Hard. This guy's tale? A stark reminder. Evil thrives in efficiency, but karma's got a long memory. Höss, the family man murderer, met his match in the gallows he deserved. Thanks for watching.